this is not my best one, but it's like the funniest one. It's where like some crazy shit used to happen. So, little backstory, I was working at this job collecting student loans, and if you know anything about a call center, it's fucking upon fucking upon fucking cases getting clapped and slapped on the regular. So it was one shorty who just like, she got past me and shit. I'm like, man, fuck it. One day I ran into her. She was like, I stay way far out south. I had a license and everything. I'm just lazy and shit. So I'm like, fuck it. So I'm like, God clearly don't want me and this girl to hook up because she stayed farther than what I'm willing to go. So one day, I'm living out east and she hit me on a late Saturday. So she hit me and I tell myself this, I swear to God, I'm like, man, if God want me to fuck with shorty, she gonna be within like a close radius or something, somewhere I just don't feel like that's too bad. I bullshit you not. I'm living between Franklin and Post. Shorty was like, I'm off German Church. I'm like, SpongeBob me, like, all right, I'm gonna head on out. So I go to her house and shit. I go to the house that she tell me to go to. And I'm outside, because you know, usually when somebody invites you to somebody else's house, they about to come out and kick it with you, because people don't be wanting strangers in the house. So she's like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm just waiting. She's like, come in. So I'm like, all right, come in. Got my gun anyway. So I'm sitting there, and it's her and a homegirl, and I'm on the couch, and they whispering. So I'm like, what the fuck, man? Because that shit just seemed weird. Like, you invite me in, y'all whispering, and then they was like, well, the one girl, matter of fact, I can say names, because we all grown now. So, Micheline, probably gonna hear this one day. Shit funny, it's cool. And Tiffany. So they sit on the couch whispering, blah, 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 blah. Damn, that is bogus. I dropped them bitches' names. Fuck it, it's too late now. I'm in draw. So they motherfucking, like, just whispering, like, can we ask you a question? I'm like, what's up? She was like, we was talking about having a threesome because we ain't never had one before. And I told her that you look like that you would be down for that. And I was like, damn. And I just wanted to fuck Micheline. Man, I'm about to fuck Micheline and a friend. I'm like, all right. She was like, you got to go to the stove. We want to get us a drink. I was like, all right. I think I went and grabbed them like a pint of Bumpies or some shit. And came back. They was making little mixed drinks. I'm like, man, come on, let's get this party started. So then we go in the back room, and then we just started, like, you know, having threesome and shit. It was all right. The worst part was that they got another friend. I'm not gonna say the friend's name though, but she was staying there sometimes, and the friend was like, cause the friend, like, she used to knew me. So when they told her what went down, the friend was like, damn, I would have came in and joined, and that would have been a foursome, and that would have been the first time that some shit like that ever happened to me. But, so the shit happened. It was a cool last night, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't tripping. And then the next day, I called my homeboy, because I mean, we've been friends for a long ass time, and Shorty grew up with his baby mama and shit. So I knew, he like knew her and shit. I'm like, man, why Shorty finally hit me up out the blue, and I go over there to crash? I'm like, why the bitch had a friend? So then I tell him who the friend was, and he like, oh shit, that's such and such ex and such ex. And I was like, it's funny as hell, because both these niggas is high yellow and light skinned and shit and be swear they motherfucking pretty. So I'm like, you know, the world gotta be set in this natural order and shit. That's why that kind of shit be happening and shit. So then I'm like, bruh, don't say nothing, because them niggas is gonna be whining, because don't nobody wanna hear about their ex having a threesome and shit with my ass and shit, because, you know, I'm arrogant and egotistical, all that good shit. So he like, bro, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm like, cool. I go to the barber shop. As I'm sitting in the motherfucking barber chair, my motherfucking phone go off. It's a text, and it says some shit like, that's why you can't be doing that type of shit with niggas. I'm like, man. I call this bitch back. She like, you said something. I'm like, I only told one person and shit, man. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, this goofy ass nigga wasn't supposed to say shit, but he did though. And then the other girl was like, shorty, it ain't that deep. She was like, it was a random off the wall threesome. It'd be a problem if he ain't tell somebody. And I was like, thank you. That's why we all still friends to this day and shit though. So that's like the funniest threesome I ever had, because it involved DJ Punk ass telling, when I told him don't say nothing about the girls and shit, and then he told, because that nigga a goofy, but that's still my homeboy. You just gotta accept somebody for who they is though. But that was some goofy ass shit though.